Morning, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another snowy walk. We're going to do the Wainwright called BLENCATHRA. It is one of the higher fells in Britain again, one of the higher mountains. I think it's the fourth or fifth highest. I'm not quite sure. I'll put that information in. BLENCATHRA is actually England's 13th highest mountain, so I was miles away when I said fourth, so that just thought I'd give you a quick update with that one. We're going to do that now from the little town called Threlkeld. Little park up just in the village. It's sunny small, so if you do come, I'd recommend coming early, probably enough for 12 cars at a push. So yeah, I'd do that. It's a nice sunny day today, not a lot of wind, so hopefully it should be a good hike. We have a campsite booked tonight called the Quiet Site in near Ullswater. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a hike today, pop into Keswick because we've got a couple of things to pick up from one of the local shops just to pick up what we need, and it's called the Quiet Site. So what we're going to do when we get there is we'll do a little campsite review and let you know what that's got to, because we've never stayed there ourselves personally. I've heard good reviews about it. There's meant to be a really good kind of little bar there, so it'd be rude not to kind of go and just try the facilities really. I mean, at the end of the day, it's for reviews, it's for the channel. It'd be wrong if we didn't go there because we're not giving you the full service. That's my view. Last time we did it in a circular route, picking up another fuel, but today with the weather conditions and stuff, and we want to get on the site early to do all of our washing, etc., showers, all that lot, we thought we'll just do this one independently. So it's probably looking at about a four-hour walk, maybe 5 hours if we have a little bit of a play in the snow. We're leaving the car park area behind us now. You'll just see in the distance. As I say, it's only a small car park, a few vans in there currently. We're just heading up this little forestry track now into a tree line, and then we'll pick up a little path which goes through a couple of farms and take us out on some more the open fell side at the base of BLENCATHRA. The route we're doing is a little route called Blease Fell. It's quite a simple path up and down, so I imagine it'll be quite busy today, but it should be really easy to sort of follow. Just broke off the starting path just to get onto this little farmer's trail going via these farmhouses. Just starting to see the open fells now in the distance. You may see or may not see a little bit of snow just in the valley over there. We'll be up there in a couple of hours. That's like the walk to BLENCATHRA summit. There's quite a busy day today actually. There's a few people around. We've seen a lot of people out with dogs, but really it's actually, dare I say, warm. No, when you get the feeling you're being watched. Once one watches you, they generally all watch you. He knows he's watching me. I see you. I see you. I see you all. I see you. Just after the second farm behind me is a little fork off the path which goes right up the fell side. That is the point where you need to leave that first trail just to get to the start of the Blease Fell path. I will put the route in at this point. The path's just started to fork off just above the BLENCATHRA centre, which you can't see because I've spun the wrong way around. Behind me just there is the BLENCATHRA centre. There's a little path just leading up from there. At that point is where we're forking off to go up the side of the fell. Ignoring the main tourist path, we're going to take this shortcut, hopefully. I know it's going to make you hard work, but it just knocks a little bit of time off. And you can see Leah just shooting off in the distance there. That's the sort of gradient of the path. Relatively steep, but it's only for half a mile or so, and then we pick up the main path further on again. We've taken this little shortcut to veer off the main path. Leah will probably doubt it's not a shortcut. It is a shortcut.
It is shorter in distance technically, but my days, this is a steep route. I don't mind going uphill. It's what we do as a hobby, but this is drastic.
It's alright. Somebody's woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
I ain't. I've had 2 coffees.
Well, the path we are on is like a little minor path. It carries on up here and then reaches that little ridge there and goes all the way up there to BLENCATHRA. There is people up there, but they're too small to see. We're meeting now the main path just up here where the people are congregated. I don't think it saves a particular amount of time, to be honest, because it's so steep, that section. We pretty much met the same people who was on the other route, so I probably wouldn't advise this. Oh well, lesson learned. This path now has met the zigzag part of the main path where there is behind. It's just a series of zigzags, I think, to help with the steepness. But yeah, there's like 6 or 7 zigzags. So these are the zigzags I was just talking about. A series of like little S-shaped zigzags. We came off that path there. The main path is that path just going around this corner there. So we'll probably pick that up next time, but these certainly help with the gradient. But the views now are just kind of opening right up. I'm starting to think we might need a sponsorship from McVitie's. She's eating breakfast biscuits again. She pretty much lives on them. She's like having a budgie. Honestly, little breakfast biscuits and seeds and stuff like that, because she's a vegetarian. Me on the other hand, total meat eater. Probably eat enough meat for the pair of us. Probably more so than I should probably eat, but it's just so delicious, and I figure if you enjoy it, you only live once, so why not? You might actually just see in the distance there, just to the left, that is the summit of Skiddaw. Got quite a lot of snow in there actually. We'll get some better views of that as we go around this path, I believe. There's some slightly better views of Skiddaw. The little peak just close there is Lonscale Fell. That's another Wainwright. And then there's the snowy capped peaks of Skiddaw Little Man to the left, and Skiddaw, just Skiddaw itself, there to the right. A lot of the mountains have actually got a good dusting of snow now. Starting to get towards the summit now, not too far away. The temperatures are kind of really dropped now and the wind's picked up a little, so it's making it feel very cold. That mountain there is the summit of BLENCATHRA. The little ridge alongside there is Hallsfell Ridge, which is a good scramble. We've done it a couple of times previously. We'll hopefully do that later in the year. Yeah, this is beautiful, great winter conditions. This is snowy heaven. Perfect day for the mountains. Perfect day for this type of snow as well. It's not too deep. It's nicely sort of visible past, better than it was in Helvellyn yesterday. We can actually see the views around. So this is, although yesterday was a great day, this is already better. We're just going to be taking this path up here now to the very summit point up there, the highest point you can see. There's a couple of people up there, you can't quite make them out, but I know I've said it before, but this just looks like something you get in the Swiss Alps.
Yeah, baby.
This has definitely been an easier, more pleasurable walk than the Helvellyn walk we did in the previous video. Just the visibility alone makes the walks like this worthwhile. We kind of missed out a lot on Helvellyn yesterday, but we did enjoy it. But this is just everything we come for. Well, we're very nearly at the summit now with BLENCATHRA.
It's beautiful.
Somebody's excited because of the snow. But yeah, these views, just like these little ridges and everything behind us, are just incredible. It definitely makes the trudge up worth it. It's starting to feel like throw a snowball at your fiancé time.
No, don't do it. No,
Porthra. This ridge down here is Hallsfell Ridge. You can see it in the valley, quite steep sided drops, but it's a great hike up. We won't do it in this weather because it's a bit icy on top, but the summit is just there. You see a lot of people walking around. Well, the path's got icy and the snow's got a lot deeper now. You're talking a good 6 to 8 inches in this pit I'm walking in as we're just approaching the summit. There's quite a few people on that, so I can probably see at least 10 or 15 people ahead of us all enjoying the snow. Clouds just starting to blow in a little bit now. Still not covering the summit, but the views once we get up there are going to be pretty good, I believe. There's a lot of cloud in that valley, so we may or may not get above it. can see how busy the summit is. There's some people just over there. That's partly, I've imagined, due to this really good path we've got here. Pretty easy. It's so easy to follow. A lot of people around. I think you struggle to get lost on this. So as one of the bigger mountains, shall we say, I think this would be like a good introduction if it's something you haven't done a lot. Obviously the weather conditions do play a big factor. We're pretty competent in hiking, and if the weather came in, we're more than capable of getting ourselves off this mountain, and if not, we have all the necessary gear in our bags to hunker down and see out any bad weather potential that may come. This is the summit of Hallsfell Ridge, BLENCATHRA. We've done that a few times. You can just see the ridge line just dropping off into that valley. The views up here are pretty spectacular, to be honest. I mean, just look at it. As you'll see, the weather's coming. The clouds started to sort of cover the mountain. A lot of people there just in the mist and the fog, or the cloud, whatever it is. But yeah, the views are sort of disappearing now. So we've actually had the best part of the hike yet again. We're on the way back now from BLENCATHRA. We're going to make our way back down the same way we came up, just in reverse obviously. But I reckon another hour and a half, 2 hours back to the van, and then we'll go and find our campsite for the day. Quiet site. Well, that was a close escape. Just thought while the conditions were nice and clear and no wind, what I'll do is I'll set the drone up. Set my drone up and I've got some really good footage, but as I'm about to show you soon at the end of this footage, the landing, well, I can't really call it landing, I crashed it. Luckily it was a snow covered rock, so hopefully on first inspection there's been no real damage. I'll have a proper look when we get back to the van later, but everything seems to be okay so far, besides having to blow a bit of snort of it and what have you. But I'll put the clip in of the crash now as well for you, just so you can sort of see that along with the other footage.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I have to say, I've had the drone about a year and a half, 2 years now, and I don't really use it all that often, not as much as I probably should given how much I paid for it. But that is the biggest crash I've had. I mean, besides the one where I was playing with it when I first bought it and crashed it into the living room wall, and also took it in the garden and then crashed it into the garden wall. But yeah, that is the first big impact one I've had and the first proper crash. I don't really know what happened to me. I just lost concentration for a second. Next thing you know, boom. Although I am amazed that it's took me anywhere near that long, because anybody who truly knows me will know that I'm the clumsiest man in the history of Earth, I think. We're back on the zigzags now, so we're about halfway back to the van, about halfway down the walk. It's been a nice walk, to be honest. It's been great scenery, great views. Besides that issue with my drone, everything's been pretty perfect, to be honest, today. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting to a campsite, and we're going to go check out the bar tonight. There's live music on apparently at 7 till 9, so I think we're going to go and just have a couple of pints, because it'd be rude not to, really. And we tend to, when we're on the site, we'll have a couple of beers. We don't really drink in the van, just because we're getting get moved on with everything. We don't want to get into that whole legal side of things, so we just stay away from that and generally just have a little bottle of lemonade or Coca-Cola. It's like hiking with Usain Bolt. She's off, look at her. We're on the last bit of the path now, probably a mile to go to the van. We're just seeing the village of Threlkeld in the distance. You may just see it just over that area, the little white buildings. Back into more like countryside now, lower level, grass rather than stone paths. It's been a nice walk, to be honest. It's this last section's taking a little bit of a toll on the leg, because it's quite hard going underneath, especially the last sort of 200-300 metres of the main path. But yeah, it's definitely doable for a lot of people. She's so desperate for a pee. Every now and again she does a little trot. It's like a little skip. You might just see it there. You might just see the little skip. Might put a £2 bet on with anybody who wants it that she'll piss her pants before we get to the van. There you go, she's trotting, look. She's got the little trot on. Some may call it a jog. I call it a trot. What's the matter here?
I've got cramp in my bum.
She's got cramp in her bum.
Oh, I have too much sugar, salt.
I can't really do a lot to help either, can I, besides video?
I know.
It's a real risk when you hike, just make sure you have enough electrolytes.
Yeah.
This is like a medical advert, this.
It's killing. You're not healthy.
Good posture there though, good balance.
I'm a yoga. Oh, I can't even joke. What happens if it ain't cramp? What happens if I've pulled my glute? Oh.
Good, so you have to stay in bed with a pulled ass, won't you?
This is rushing for a week.
I know, I've got evidence of all this rushing. I was just videoing your little trot as we spoke.
I know. I pushed it too much, girls.
If any of you wonder why I call Leah Nana in some of the videos, this is why. She's only 34, 35 this year, but she's got the body and the bones of about a 75-year-old, I think. I'm not sure how to introduce this video now as like a YouTube video or a thumbnail. I don't have to do like an epic hike followed by a pulled ass.
I've got a channel. Girl, fists her ass.
If you didn't hear that, the channel, Leah's just come up with the channel name. Girl fists her ass. Now, those of you in the know will know that the YouTube will certainly not encourage that type of behaviour. But there is certain websites out there who may pay for that sort of content. Imagine the views go up. We'll get subscribers. About the final mile of the road now to do, so we should really make a bit of good ground there. So that Nana can use the toilet facilities.
I'm busting.
She's busting.
I don't know. It's one of them sort of things. For a guy, it's all right because.
Do you want to keep moving as we're going?
Yeah. For a guy, it's all right because you can go discreetly and quickly, can't you?
Because we've got a ready-made hose.
Yes, exactly that. We don't. You need a little bit of somewhere to hide behind and all that.
Bit of privacy, don't you? It's hard. We haven't noticed how hard it is in the lake, so for like women, especially when you're on a long walk, to find somewhere suitable to use a toilet without somebody popping up or a fell runner just popped out of nowhere. So it is difficult. I do appreciate like how hard it must be for women.
It ain't so bad on like a lot of the walks because you've generally got little walls or ruins or trees or somewhere to get behind. But on these really, really popular routes like Helvellyn, BLENCATHRA and such, there's no chance of going, and it's I had 2 coffees this morning before I set off.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I've got a bladder like a.
Nana.
Well, yeah.
Next step, Pampers.
Pampers.
Is it Pampers?
Oh, Dragon's Den hiking Pampers.
Is that not just the same as incontinence pads? Basically, but just marketed as
Revolution Race hiking Pampers.
no Revolution Race. Is that the brand you're going for? Is it?
Yeah.
We're almost back at the car park, so little Nana there can get a toilet trip. It's just behind us now. You see, just be over there. There's a big like white camper, silver camper. We're parked just behind that, so minute walk, and then we can get some food and go to our campsite for the night.
Hey, let's go. Freedom. Freedom. What?